Now, how do we do the other sides? Rinse and repeat, okay? These are the same size holes on the other two sides. We've got rivet holes on the bottom here. And then obviously if we shift and go to the other side, we have our bearing holes again, and we have our mounting holes for our gearbox, okay? Okay, well, it keeps moving it that way. All right, so we've done one side of it already, and this setup here is for the bearing holes on the opposite side, okay? So if I select this, you can see our tool is on the other side of the bar right now on the piece of tubing. So let's just do this real quick. Let's take and copy this and then paste it. Paste it. Okay, it brings that setup 3 down here. Bearings 1, bearings 2. Okay. Now the only difference in this is, hey, we now know we need to do all the same things on the other side of the bar. We can go into our setup here. Come on. And we can now go and say, yep, you know what, the z-axis is the same, but we're just going to flip it. And the x is the same, we'll flip it. And notice now we have our x, y, and z correct down here on the end. And we have our body already selected. Now it says, wait a second, these are all wrong then because our holes are not on this side. Oh, that's right. But we have everything else selected that we need. So all we have to do is go in under geometry and choose our 2 holes. Now notice the holes are selected on the other side. Oops, we don't want that. So we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna select this hole and then same and same Z height. Perfect. So now all we really have to do is go through and select our areas. Oopsie. Get rid of your pocket selections. So again, I'm going into the second one and I'm gonna select this pocket and this pocket. And this pocket, okay? So that's my 3 again, hit okay. Now I go to my last operation, my contour, and I'm gonna go there. Oopsie, I gotta get rid of all of them. Here we go. There, there, and finally right there. And now, just that quickly, I did all of them, okay? So I have now created all of my paths for that second side as well, right? Now you may say, Coach, that's great, but what if, I mean, essentially aren't both sides the same thing? Couldn't we just use this bearing one and just flip it over and then just run these same 3 again? We got to be really careful with that. You got to remember we have a 6-wheel offset here. That means our center bearing is actually at a different height, so it's not perfect on both sides. All right. So I would say no, you should really make sure when you're doing this, the conservative way of doing it is to make sure you have the setups separate for each one of these sides. Okay, they are not identical because this is a 6-wheel drop and the center bearing hole is closer to this left-hand side here. And when we flip it over, it's closer to the right-hand side. Okay, so you unless it is absolutely the same on both sides and symmetrical on both the X and the Y axis, you can't do it. You can't use the same thing. You have to do it differently. Okay. Just in the interest of time here, we're at about an hour. I'm not going to go through and do the rivet holes on the bottom, although it's really trivial to do. Do your setup on the bottom, same as you did for the top, do a boring operation, and do all the same hole sizes on that Z-axis again, okay? I'll let you guys experiment with that. But at this point, we have our sidebar done for those other 3 sides. And I should have been saving probably as we went along there.